Okay, the last part of moon phases is really, really, really important. Sometimes you have questions, these are the more difficult questions, that ask you what phase will occur in 14 days? What phase will occur 7 days after this phase? What phase will occur, and they'll have a calendar, what phase will occur on June 25th? Well, I have a trick. I have a lot of tricks for moon phases. I have a trick to make this way easier. And yes, you have to do it. Yes, you have to write all the things that I write on this paper every single time, starting from the beginning. Yep, because it'll make you get the questions right. You need to trust me. I know I'm not there to tell you this, but yes, you have to. So I'm telling you. All right, so I'm telling you, this is going to make it easy. Each moon phase lasts about 3.5 days, somewhere between 3 and 4. So we're going to say about 3.5 days. So between each moon, no, my pen is going out. I'll use this one. It's not as good. Between each moon, we're going to write 3.5. You have to remember that stands for 3.5 days, or else I'm going to make you write days every time. I know you don't want to write the word days, so 3.5. We're going to do this between every single moon, because every phase lasts about 3.5 days. So the moon only looks like a first quarter completely for 1 day. But for 3.5 days, we classify it as a first quarter. It will only show 50% light for 1 day, exactly 50%. But it'll be close to that for 3.5 days as it moves towards becoming a waning gibbous. It doesn't go from a first quarter to a waning gibbous in 1 day. Happens gradually over time. So we say each phase lasts about 3.5 days. All right, so it is important that you know how many days, but a lot of the questions will be like, how many weeks, or what phase will occur in 7 days, in 14 days. So it's really important to know the weeks. That helps a lot. Trust me. So if we start at the new moon and we draw a loopy here, these loops are going to be like pathways. So we traveled 2 phases. We did not travel 3 phases. We traveled 1, 2. It changed 1, 2 times. So 3.5 plus 3.5 is how many days? Check out y'all's math. It's 7 days. Okay, start here. 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7 days. Start at full moon. 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7 days. So you should be noticing a pattern. We're going from the 4 main phases. We're going from a new moon to a first quarter to a full moon to a third quarter, a third quarter to a new moon. Okay, so now we have these awesome pathways. Let me show you how this works. If you have a question that says, what moon phase occurs 14 days after a new moon? Okay, I'm going to put my finger on new moon. I'm going to travel 14 days. 7 days plus 7 days equals 14 days, and it's a full moon. So these are like your pathways. If you have a question that says, what phase occurs, let's say 11 days after a new moon. All right, put my finger on new moon. Let's go 11 days. Put your finger on new moon right now. Let's go 11 days. 7 days. Am I going to take the 7-day pathway again? No, because I'm not going 7 more days. I'm already at 7 and I only need to go to 11. So I need to go 4 more days. So that means I'm going to go 3.5 days. So now I've traveled 10.5 days and I'm in a waxing gibbous. So on day 11, it'll still be a waxing gibbous because it stays a waxing gibbous for 3.5 days. So 7 days plus 3.5 is 10.5 days. So on day 11, it'll still be a waxing gibbous. So let's make it even simpler. What phase will occur 4 days after a new moon? I'm not going to go on the 7-day pathway because I'm not traveling 7 days. I'm going to go on the 3.5-day pathway, which takes me to waxing crescent. On day 4, it'll still be a waxing crescent because I'm still on that pathway for waxing crescent. I have not made it to first quarter, so it cannot be a first quarter. It is still a waxing crescent. Okay, what if it said, what phase occurs 7 days after a waning gibbous? Put your finger on waning gibbous. Can I use the 7-day pathway? No, but I know that 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7 days. So if I want to go 7 days later, 3.5 plus 3.5 takes me to waning crescent, 7 days later. There's 7 days between every 2 moon phases. So every single time I tell you, your teacher in the classroom right now or on Zoom tells you to draw the moon phases, that means every single thing that's on my paper. Every single thing. Yes, you have to write the names. Yes, you have to write the days. Yes, you have to write 7 days for the weeks. Yes, 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 you have to draw the arrows. Yes, no, you cannot get out of it. No, you cannot. Yes, you have to do it every time. Trust me, it's important. It'll help you get an A.